Alright, hello guys and welcome to the first episode of Tuesday. Get it? Tuesday? But yeah, that isn't meant to implicate anything suicidal or self-harming, but I just found it funny, like, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. So yeah, I was thinking about something, like, I have a lot of things to talk about, so I was wondering if I should make this a monthly series, like releasing a video of this series every month, but I don't know yet. But I mean, it sounded pretty funny, Tuesday, so yeah, that's just a name, don't worry about it. And even though it doesn't make sense when you pronounce my name properly, like Tume, Tuesday, but like people usually, how people usually pronounce my name, it's Tume, so Tuesday. But anyway, I have quite a big list of things I want to mention in this video, talk about. This is what the video is all about, me talking about stuff and my situation and everything. And this is a video I won't be editing at all, so you won't be seeing those random clip transitions. So I won't be editing this at all because I'm feeling lazy, and I might as well do it this way for every episode. That'll also help me with my English practicing, so I won't have to perfect every line I say, so I can just be myself and not take so much stress about how I say things. But anyway, I have a big list here and I'm wondering what I should say first. Let me see here. Well, first I think I'll talk about my friendship relations. And honestly, that's kind of a difficult topic for me because I really don't have many friends, nor online nor in real life. But fortunately for me, lately I've met a new friend in real life, and to be real, I don't have any real life friends, at least not at the immediate area where I live in, because my other friends live 35 kilometers away, so I would have to go there in order to visit. And to be honest, even though they're good friends, we don't have much in common. So yeah, if your friend is good, then you would have a lot of things in common, so they're good pals, but we just don't share many things in common, so that's just how it is. But anyway, so I met a new friend, and we first met while playing floorball in, how should I say? Well, there are these floorball days, so to say. So we met in those the first time, and then we've met in these youngster nights, or whatever you want to call them, where young people gather together to play some board games and stuff. So we met there as well, and we switched numbers between us so we can communicate. And so yeah, we switched numbers, and then we talked a little bit about stuff, you know, just what do you like to do, and maybe we should visit sometime. So this person who I just made friends with, you know, has come to visit me already twice. So we've had a lot of fun together, like, you know, just casual playing games and stuff. So I'm really happy that I made a new friend, but other than him, I really don't have many good friends. Just online, a few who I can talk to, but we can't really play together or anything. I have some hairy friendships, like I have a bit of trouble managing them, you know, holding up the friendship. So there's at least this one friend who I have a little bit of trouble with. Like, I wanna avoid talking to them because I feel like I'm, you know, what's the word? Disturbing them, or, you know, like spamming them with a message. So I thought I should back away and not say anything for a while. But that's because I don't know what to do. So I thought that's the best solution. Give them some space. And well, the friendship's been really a haywire. A tip scale constantly doing this kind of motion. So it has a lot of swings. So I'm hoping that'll solve itself someday soon, but anyway. But I guess that's all for friendships. So just know that I'm really lonely and I wouldn't mind making new friends. But for me it's very hard because in order to make good friends we have to be very, very similar. Like our mindset, our interests, and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise I won't be able to make a good friend. But yeah, that's all for friendships. Next I think I'll cover sim racing. As you know, I'm a professional sim racer. Well, I'm not very fast in terms of world ranking. Like, comparing to the best in the world, I'm nowhere near them, but I'm still average. Like, I'm definitely not the worst. I can do something, but lately I've been losing interest in sim racing. And I think that's to do mostly with, you know, sim racing is serious stuff. Like, it's not like you're playing some arcade game, but it's the real deal, you know. You hop in a car, you think about tire temperatures, braking points, racing lines, and you struggle with grip. You have to concentrate on it a lot. So, like, sim racing is the real deal. It's very tough. So I think that's one reason, and other is I don't have any commitments. Like, there are no races I should prepare and practice for. But obviously I could just have fun in like dirt rally, some stages and stuff, but I often don't feel like doing rally. So yeah, I don't have any reason to do sim racing, and I've been losing interest in it. But I've been doing it a little bit lately, partly with that friend I mentioned, what I just made. He was very interested to try my seat and dirt rally because he has only a keyboard and a controller, so it's a new experience for him to actually hold a wheel, push the pedals and use a handbrake. So he's very interested in it, and he could always, like, I told him like he could always come over and practice rally with proper equipment and peripherals. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway. So I just don't know what to do with sim racing. Like, I've been just losing interest. I haven't had the motivation to do it. I'll also leave a link in the description about something I wrote to GD Planet. I was hoping it would have way more recognition and, you know, feedback, but that wasn't to be the case. Like, it seemed different in my mind, like I was picturing it differently. And next, well, related to sim racing, I told in one of my older videos, like not old, but just old, that it's a few months, many months old by now, that I said I bought a new sim racing seat, but nothing's been happening. I actually noticed, right after I ordered the seat, I actually checked if they're available anymore, and it looked like no. They just hadn't updated the catalog, you know, the products, they haven't been updated like out of stock, no longer available. So I pretty much wasted money for nothing, and I've actually emailed them, contacted them. I pretty much done everything to reach them, but they haven't replied back, so I'm pretty worried about that. Like, I wasted close to 1,000 euros and nothing has come to me. So I hope that won't become a legal case, you know. I read they're developing new seats, like an upgraded version, but I paid for the old one that didn't, you know, exist anymore. You can't buy them anymore, and that wasn't updated, and I was unaware. And I only found out after checking their Facebook or something. So I think it's pretty unfair. Like, I don't know what to do now. I've emailed them, left a message in Facebook. I've done everything, but yeah, it really bothers me. Like, have I just really wasted 1,000 euro almost for nothing and never getting it back? Like, that's that's not how it should work. So I'm pretty worried about that. Maybe that'll come to light someday soon, but I really hope it does, because I really invested a lot of money in that new seat. And on to the next topic. Well, the next major topic is streaming. Like, streaming is obviously something you do for other people. Like, obviously you don't like act in front of the camera or like the mic, but you just play games or whatever you do, like the Twitch in real life category section department. Streaming wouldn't be the same without watchers. Like, obviously you're streaming for other people, they watch your stuff, but often when I start streaming something, no one comes to watch, and it's quite hard for me, because obviously you stream so other people can watch, but if I stream some game and no one watches, is it really worth streaming at all then? Like, should I just play by myself and do recordings? Like, I now finally got a working PS4 and bought those Kingdom Hearts collections for it, so I plan to do a playthrough. But what good is it if no people will come to watch? Like, I really want to stream them so they can watch live. Like, I really do care about my watchers, and I'd really love to stream live so they can watch live. But at this rate, if no one's watching, I might as well just record instead and just upload to YouTube so they can watch there. But I really hate to do that, so they couldn't be watching it live. So I'm just a little bit disappointed with my situation. Like, I have almost 200 subscribers on YouTube by now and over 150 followers on Twitch, but often it happens so that barely anyone is watching. So I don't know. I'm just a little bit worried and disappointed. Like, I know even though I have that many followers and subscribers, it doesn't mean like there should always be someone watching, but I do streaming so other people can watch. Like, I love to communicate with my followers and stuff, but it's very hard if no one bothers to show up, so I obviously can't communicate with them live. And still on topic of streaming, I also don't have ideas. Like, I often struggle to decide what I'll do. Should I play a console game, or should I do something on PC, like Rocket League, Grand Theft Auto, Team Fortress 2, whatever? Or should I just play console game, PS1 or PS2 or PS4, even though I don't have many games for it, but you get the idea. And I always think like I should be productive. Like, everything I do in my spare time, I always think how I could be productive. Like, I don't like to waste time, like just be like I might as well just relax. I don't always have to do stuff. But I have that mindset that I always have to do something productive, like I should stream, I should record something. Or if none of that for YouTube, I should work on my comic. By the way, I'm gonna start a comic someday, but right now it's in planning phase, like I'm designing the characters, the story, different things that are going to happen, like some stories, sagas, like planning them in ahead, so I actually have a decent plan behind before starting to draw the panels and everything, because that's not how making comics works, so that you just randomly begin to draw the panels and then only then you decide what they'll say and what it's about, but you should always have a plan before you start drawing. And I haven't been very motivated in drawing either, because it's hard. And the only thing I can really draw is Sonic characters, and yes, the comic is gonna be about Mobians. But I don't really care, because I don't want to be an artist. And like I said, it's hard. You really have to have those innate abilities, and you really have to practice a lot to get better. And one thing I struggle with are perspectives, and then especially hands. Like, hands are freaking difficult to draw, especially when they can be in so many different angles, and angles also. Perspectives, hands, and angles. Like, I often draw the characters like standing straight in some kind of pose, but I never do special poses, so I really have to practice that. And I also did a drawing stream once. I was testing how it would work, and I'd really love to get a touch screen so I could draw directly on the screen without having to draw on a pad and then stare at the screen. I found that very weird to me, so I don't prefer that. But getting a touchscreen would cost like €1,000 if not more, and I'm not prepared to invest that much because I don't draw a lot in the first place, so I think that would be a big waste. So instead I got this webcam that I can use for streaming drawing, and then I got my scanner, which I also showed in the, well, I don't know what to call it, but it's now called Stuff Plus Voting, a video where I talked about recent stuff and showed it around my room. And by the way, when I showed those cars on my shelves, I got a new one. I know it's not a perfect model, but it looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Oh good, it's even focusing, that's nice. But would you focus more, please? It's weird, you can focus on the front but not the side. Oh well. Like, it's a little off compared to the real one, but it's still pretty decent. And the other ones, obviously, from Gran Turismo 2 were this. Come on, focus, don't stare at my face. And then this. So yeah, more cars for my collection. Anyway, on to the next topic. Well, I already covered that comic idea, so I'm in the planning phase right now. Designing all the characters, all the elements, some stories beforehand, so I actually have some plan for a story, so I know how to begin drawing it. And next topic is GD2. I know I haven't sorry. I know I haven't played that a lot lately, and I was lately on a hiatus, like you guys know. I did that video while I was driving my MR2 that I was going to pick up my sister, and we spent some time together. Just some time, but anyway, I didn't want to stream during that time. I just wanted to, you know, relax a little bit. Why not have a little hiatus while she's visiting? She was here like a few weeks, so now that's finally over, so I can get back to streaming. But like I said about streaming, I often don't have any ideas or watchers, so it's a little bit troublesome. Like, I want to stream, but people won't watch, so that's the problem. So I'm thinking that, well, why should I bother streaming then if no one's watching? But I really want to, because I really want to let people watch what I do. But anyway, so my sister came to visit, and now that she's gone, I can finally focus on the GD2 license guide, which will be out early next month. That's actually when YouTube will disable annotations, and I honestly found that very shocking, because I found the annotations very useful. Well, on some cases, but still. So they'll be deactivated during early May, but those videos that already have annotations in them will keep the annotations, so they won't be terminated, but they will remain. But you can't edit them, only remove them. So by early May you must have all the annotations you want to make, if you still want to, and I really do, and that's why I'm gonna have a busy week, because I have to do the license guide by early May, and I want to use the annotations because I'm gonna make a starting screen where you can click the license you want to see instructions on. So the GD2 license guide is actually a GD2 Gold license guide, so it helps others to finally gold all tests, and I'll try to explain as well as I can. So you make all the tests as well. But remember, I'm no teacher, but I'll try my best. And the reason it's gonna be a busy week because I have a very how should I say? I have a perfectionist mindset. I always want to do everything perfect, or at least close to it. So all the demonstration times that I will do for the tests should be flat times, like 30.300, like you get the idea, 300, or like 350. So I want to have times like that because I just have an obsession. So that's why it's gonna take a lot of time to get all of those. But if I run short on time, I will just scratch that idea and just do sometimes. Oh yeah, and about GD2 still, I said during while I was doing GD1 100%, I was thinking I should do GD2 100% next. But that's what I'm fearing, because, you know, okay, I can just start GD2 100% and people would watch, or would they? As I was just discussing how I don't get watchers, so I'm kind of scared about that, honestly. If I would start GD2 100%, even though I upload them to YouTube, like with GD1 and everything else worth uploading, I'm just scared that people wouldn't watch live. I would really love to do it so that they would watch. And you know, and there's more reason to use mic when others watch. I can talk to them, I can communicate with them while I play. So I actually have some commentary, because commentary is very tough to do in my opinion if I don't have any watchers to communicate with. So I'm just pretty much talking to myself, and it's pretty tough because even though I have a habit of talking to myself when I'm alone, I still don't like to, you know, do commentary alone while I'm playing a game, because it's very, very awkward, and, you know, it's hard to come up with anything to talk. I'm just that kind of person, but still, if I even communicate with others, I would have something to talk about. So yeah, I'm just really worried about stuff. And I mentioned that I was, obviously you saw that video where I picked up my sister with my MR2, and sadly she's MR2, my MR2 is now in the garage because the fuel pump apparently failed, so I can't drive it anymore. And actually it was a miracle, at least how my mom's fiance, the one we live with, thought that it was a miracle that we even got back to the yard in the first place, because the fuel pump failed, so the engine couldn't get any fuel to burn, so obviously it was hard to move, and I constantly had to restart the engine to keep going, and apparently it just had enough gas to bring us back to our home. So I'm glad we didn't end up stopping somewhere in the traffic. But yeah, the fuel pump has to be replaced so we can drive again. Don't know when that will be, but anyway, we had to tow it to on top of some bit, because removing the fuel pump is really complicated, because the fuel tank is actually between the seats, and the fuel tank is easier to, you know, remove from the bottom. So yeah, I still have a few things to discuss here. I'll try to keep this length to a minimum. It's already been 26 minutes, but like I said, I won't be editing anything in this video, so this will just be a raw recording. And like I also mentioned in that Stuff Plus voting video, I renamed that for a reason, because I actually let others know I would do a giveaway at 200 subscribers, and I still plan to, but I was actually going to give away 3 games: Warface, Rainbow Six Siege and World of Tanks, but that's no longer possible because the code which you can get those with, which came with my processor, is no longer you know, redeemable. So scratch that idea. So now I'm also worried what I should give away, and it was much more easier when it was, you know, digital, sorry, digital. So it would have been easy to give away, but now if I don't have anything digital, so I would have to give away something physical, like, you get the idea. So I would have to mail that. And I honestly don't have any idea what my giveaway would be. Well, I do have the Logitech Driving Force GT, which I don't use anymore. I could give away that, but even then I would have to do the mailing. And there's still a few things here. Just a few things. Don't worry, this will be over soon. I actually have a few video projects lying around in YouTube. Just some things I got planned and some things I haven't found the time to do yet, because it's hard work editing with the YouTube editor. And you know, I just haven't had the motivation, because it's really tough, really time consuming. Like, if you watched my GTA 5 stubbornness endurance video, that really took a long while to edit, and I'm glad I finally got it out. I'll also leave a link in the description of that video too, if you got time to spare. That's a pretty funny video in my opinion, but it's exactly what it says, stubbornness endurance. So I'm in a race with another player, and we you know, like, bet who's gonna stay for longer, and ultimately I won that bet, which I'm really happy about, by the way. But you can see for yourself. And the last thing I want to mention is that, actually, hold on just a second. here it is. Yeah, those people who know this game know that it's crap. Pure crap. So I actually got this game for 30 euros. And why did I? I already knew in advance. I knew that it was crap, it was full of glitches and it's a bad game. So why did I get it then? Well, the answer is simple. I just wanted to see how crap it really is. So I wasted 30 euros just to see how bad it is. And my god, you can skip straight to the final boss. It's that bad. And I actually tried doing any percent attempts on that on April Fools. And I'm still kind of upset about that, by the way, because I was having an April Fool's stream, but no one really came to watch. I was really expecting many more to come and watch, but that was a farce. And I'm still kind of upset by that. But anyway, during that April Fool's stream, I streamed this any percent and then CDR, which only takes like 5 minutes. Well, a little more for PAL. And then Doc's Life, and I was planning to do something else too, but it was already very late because I came home very late. I don't remember what the deal was then, but anyway. So yeah, that's everything I had for this video. I'm glad I got everything said in half an hour, because this is obviously a long video and I won't edit this at all, so much appreciated if you watched through all of this, my rants, my everything, because there's a bit like a lot of stuff I had to rant about, just some outbursts that I'm glad that I finally got everything said. And I have a very awkward thing with talking, like, because my voice is this low, I have to talk very loud, and it's really like putting a stress on my throat, so I'm glad I can finally stop talking in a moment. But anyway, big thumbs up, double thumbs up if you watched all of this, much appreciated, because this is all just ranting and it took half an hour, so that's all. I'll see you in the next video, and maybe in a month's time I'll do another Doomsday video. Maybe it'll become a monthly thing, maybe not, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you later. Peace.